Well, there are many things that people think about this country that are kind of wrong. There are some other things that people should be a little more worried about. Especially the main problem are the kind of things that you should be worried about if you come to Mexico. I think that there are so many good reasons to be worried. You know, for example, the first one I would say is the transportation. Because, you know, transportation in this country is very sensible topic. You know, it's something that you should try to stay a little sharp about. For example, since the moment that you're trying to find a cool airport, it's kind of hard to find it. When you get there, since the moment you're getting into the airport, things start to get a little worried. you get a little worried. If you're not, well, you should. For example, the subway is a very dangerous place, you know. I believe that if you're a tourist, you're bringing dollars, so you might not be using the subway, right? Well, be careful because the subway is a very dangerous place. You should also try. Maybe you could stay with Uber, you know. But if you don't know, the place is gonna be a little hard for you to find online places. Yet, you could rent a car, but then somebody's gonna try to fucking kill you and or steal the car, and then you're gonna owe money, and then you're gonna go to jail. But you're a little protected if you're gringo. Well, that's on the transportation side. It's a little worried. Even to walk on the streets, a little dangerous. That's the first one. You should be a little worried if you travel to my country. Transportation. The other one, I would say, dude, you're American and you think that you have dangerous cops? Dude, you don't have dangerous cops. I mean, maybe you do. You know, I actually have friends in the United States, and they tell me that because some of them are from Mexico and they live over there, and they say, dude, gringos actually think they have corrupt cops. And I'm like, well, don't they? It's like, of course. You know, once I told my mom, why do you like priests? Because she's a very religious person. If they are pedophiles. And she said, well, they're not pedophiles. They are people. There are good people and bad people. They are human. By being human, well, there are pedophiles and there are also good priests. You can say all of them are bad. There are very good people too, and that's kind of right. But in Mexico, if you kill a dog, you're a dog killer. Once you made a mistake, you're always gonna be scrambled like that. So maybe you could apply the same logic. Maybe you don't have such corrupt cops, you know, because, for example, I think, or well, I see them in movies and sometimes because I know people who live over there, and they say the same. They say it's just that an American cop is very prepared, but well, there are racist guys. So say, for example, a white racist cop. Well, it's a danger for a black person, for example, for a brown person. But it's because he's racist, not because he's a cop. It's not the same. I don't think that American cops are the same than Mexican cops. Maybe if an American cop tries to stop you, right? In that moment, you're gonna be like, hey dude, come on. And she's like, hey, against the car. So if you don't do it, she's gonna jump on you, bro. She's gonna put you down, man. Because that's his fucking job, right? But there are racist guys and bad people, of course. But it's because they are human. By the way, Mexican cops, oh my God, bro. That's when shit start getting a little fun, you know? When a Mexican cop stops you, whoo, you don't know what's waiting for you in the back door. You know it's a fucking amusement park. You know where you're going to finish the night. It's a hard night. It's gonna be a hard night. When a Mexican, well, first to get the guys, just to find them, it's impossible, dude. You're like, come on, waiting for you to, and because they fucking stole your phone, let's say, because it's a pretty regular shit. So they have like a phrase, they say something like a quote, they say, cell phone and wallet right now, don't do anything. No. It's like celular y cartera, túmbese señora. It's like, we know, when you hear that shit, it's like, fuck, you know, sell that, you know that shit's coming on, dude. So they steal you. Well, this actually happens to me. I was on the street, like Belisario, and it's right next to a hospital, and some guys on a bike. I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone, and I was just walking to my house. I was a half a block away from my house, and then the guy, how was it? The guy, they jumped on me, and I just felt like a gun over here. Oh man! I just felt it. He didn't even talk to me. I just felt it. And I just did this, and then the guy was like, okay, what's going on? What's gonna happen? And he was like, I was trying to call to a door, and the lady didn't. And I was like, I could just knock and he could come out. And I told the guy, I don't believe your gun is real, because it was a very short gun. And I actually looked at the guy and he said, I don't believe your gun is real. And then the guy said, we could try it. And I was like, come on. So I didn't dare to make my move. And I gave him the phone, and they went away. So I was a half block away from my house. I told my roommate to call the cops, and he kept calling. You know, they answered you like an hour after that. And where are you right now? And you're like, come on. Belisario and this other street. Are you sure? How long ago was that? Did it just happen? No, it happened like a fucking hour ago, but I called like 40 times. Hey, watch your tone, sir. Oh, come on, what the fuck? Watch my tone, dude. And then the two fucking cops, I don't know. This actually happened once. A car got stolen in my neighborhood. We called the cops, and when they got here, the fucking cop knew everything about the car. She said, was it a white border? But you're like, yeah. With these rims and this size and was it like this and this model and everything. Somebody, I tried to buy it from you, right? And like, what the fuck, dude? Well, yeah, I didn't sell. Oh, you should have sold it, right? You're like, what? Fuck. You know, it's another dimension with Mexican cops. It's like the fifth dimension. There was a third and a fourth with these fuckers. It's like the fifth. That's why we don't have cops, and we have the army. That's even more fun, dude. Because those guys, well, I'm not going to say anything about it. Sorry, back to the cops. Yeah, they don't do anything. You know, you don't know what's going to happen when they get there. You don't know if they're going to try to find the guys who fucked you up. Or maybe they are the ones who know the guys who fucked you up. Or maybe they are actually the ones who did it. Or maybe they protect the ones who did it. But you don't have bad cops, do you? Well, maybe you do. But I don't think they are like so weird. Third thing you gotta know if you come to Mexico is that we're not racists. Well, maybe we are just a little bit. But if there is a country that I could actually say that I don't consider there is a racist country, is this one. Now, do we have racist people over here? Yeah, of course we do. Right? Racist people are all over the planet. Racism was created for something. Racism brought us here. But actually, I have brown friends all over the place, and I have black friends. Well, there are no so many black people over here, but you know, we live together, we hang out, we get married, we get girlfriends. I mean, we don't care about their color. That's another thing that you could be. If you come to Mexico, you could be safe. Especially, now this is the thing. This we are elitistas, like elite lovers. You know, it's like classists on social classes, classismo, which means that if you have money, oh, we're gonna love you, dude. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow. You could be fucking red if you want, but in the end, if you have money, we're gonna love you. Because we actually believe resources are what matter over here. So if you have resources, you're better than me, which it means that you're the soul of the party. Which it means that if you're a foreigner, most of the times, Mexican people are going to treat you very well. It doesn't matter. I believe that in this sense, well, be careful. Some of them might try to fuck you up. But racism is something that you shouldn't be worried. That's the third. The fourth comes kind of with the third that I said. We are classists or classistas. I don't know what. Elite lovers, elitistas. If you have money, we consider you a successful person. It doesn't matter if you're a narco or anything. If you have money, we're gonna love you because you're gonna bring the bitches to the party, or I don't know, you're gonna pay for the cool holidays that we would have. So, but racism is not something that you should be worried. Now, the Mexican is a very careful person. So, you know, sometimes you could go to a taco shop, buy some tacos, and they could be made with dogs or cats. But I believe this kind of shit is happening all over the planet. Even it's just that sometimes you see that kind of things on Facebook or something like that. That some place where you went or you used to go to eat used to make their food with animals that we eat animals. What's the difference between a dog and a pig, right? Pork, chicken and cat. I remember there was a lady, a neighbor, who used to sell burgers and once we saw her trying to kill a cat in the middle of the street, in the sidewalk. And after that, everyone in the neighborhood started thinking that burgers and were made with cats because she used to kill cats in the middle of the night. What I'm trying to say over here is that Mexican is a very living person. I said it in the first video. We like to fuck us up. So if we fuck ourselves, if there's a chance to fuck you, sometimes we might do it. But we're human, which it means, I think most of us are very friendly people. And if you're somebody who's very aware, we're not going to do anything to you. We're not stupid either. Well, that's fourth. Be careful with the Mexican mentality. That's the fourth. Fifth thing you should be worried about if you come to Mexico. Oh man. This is something kind of, I don't know, hard to explain. Health care. You know, in the side of the healthcare, you're gonna find good hospitals, especially if you are American or if you're foreigner, you have money, any kind of coin. If you come from the north, any kind of coin that you bring, it's gonna be cool for you because you're jumping from dollars, pesos. So in this sense, what I'm trying to say is not only healthcare, it's wealthcare, it's the money. It's cool because you're not going to be worried about that because your coin is much better than ours. And this means that, for example, gas, right? You love to come to Mexico to buy gas. And that's you say, yeah, Mexico is a lot cheaper. Yeah, kinda. I would say it's not that it's cheaper. For us, it's much harder to pay for that. Which it takes me to the healthcare thing. The fifth topic that you should know is that your coin, if it's bigger than ours, is because your coin is sustained by mine. That's why I'm telling you, you're not going to have problems with healthcare if you come over here because you're going to have money and then you're going to be foreigner, which it means that you're going to have much better opportunities to survive than else. But in the other side of things, it takes us to the sixth. There are more than beaches in Mexico. There is more than tequila in Mexico. And in case you wanna make your fabulous spring break parties to destroy our hotels, get our girls drunk and our guys too, because we have gays. What I'm trying to say here is that if you come, try not to destroy shit. Try not to feel so much better than us, right? Because we already think that we are less than you. And it's because we saw so many movies where, well, you save the planet. And maybe in the process, we believe that well, we just wanna wake up tomorrow, in the morning. That's the sad part about being Mexican. And in that sense, well, I want to add something a little more over here. And it comes with the fact that we really believe that you know better than us. We swallow all of the marketing. But the problem is that we shouldn't be divided at all. Okay? If we weren't divided, we could fix all of our problems together. People, not the governments, people. There are very cool American people, Canadian people, German people, Russian people, all over the planet. The fact is that by the moment we got split, we started thinking some things were better because some people deserved it and some people didn't. My country, Mexico, has the president that it deserves because he was chosen by us. Because we haven't studied enough. We are too worried fighting between us. They split our country between the right and the left, but both are ultra right. We all know it. Problem is that most people didn't study and they vote because they need a better life. In the United States, it's Republican versus Democrat. Some of your smartest champions, your smarter champions are fighting about sexual identity. My champions are protecting their families. They are finding a house because the one they have is in a very dangerous place. There are American people fighting to find a job, struggling today, just as there are Mexican doing it. And there are good Mexican cops, and there are bad American cops. That doesn't mean that they all are. There are good cops out there and in here. Not all the Russians are communists. Not all Chinese are annoying. Not all Mexican are cholos, trácalas, narcos. Some of us study. We're not so different from you. Most of our champions are fighting in here for this. Problem is that it's not only our problem, it's a world problem. We have to start working together. We have to start saying what it is, the truth. In this country, politicians don't study. I have already said it. I said it. During this moment, these days that I started this show, so many stupid things have happened. Sometimes they say something so stupid that everybody's just talking about it. About the vaccines, the shit about Pfizer. Nobody knows it in my country. Nobody saw it. Nobody knows anything about it. To know that most Americans don't know a lot of things you should. For example, in this country, one of our biggest leaders, one of best, Benito Juárez, his most famous phrase is the respect to the other's right is the way to the peace, something like that. Whatever, that fucking quote is stolen from Immanuel Kant. He just remixed it a little bit, said it a little more simple, for simple people, because he learned it from Uncle Sam. That's one of our biggest leaders. Puppet. You don't know the kind of things that I've heard, that I've seen on my cell phone. That I've had to live with. And to know that most of those things are normal for everyone. Like another day in paradise. It's not another day in paradise. It's another fucking day in hell. And it's gonna keep being hell. So it might be funny sometimes, but some other times we really gotta start understanding this shit is, it has a way to be fixed. But if we keep voting for the same people, if we keep playing the same game, we're just reacting. This country's just reacting to the other countries. The American, the gringos choose a way, a path with Democrats. And then Mexico has to change. Dude, we don't need you to tell us to change. We're gonna fuck it up anyway. Because our leaders are swallowing everything. That's the truth. And they are protected. This danger between us killing ourselves, is for us not to build stuff. Let's build stuff. Let's do better things. Let's do it together. I'm very grateful with everybody who have been here following this thing. We're still preparing that script. Just about to start recording next week. This is just for everyone to be kind of aware of what this shit's gonna be. I gave you 6 reasons to be, 6 things that you should know if you travel to Mexico, if you come to Mexico. And, well, that should be it. Oh, this is the last one, sorry. In case you want to come to live over here, and you want to bring your children, no kid has ever gone into a school to shoot anybody, I think. A good thing we have. From Mexico to the world, see you next month.